So there's like three ways we could kick this off, right? One, we could go straight into hating on ghosts. Like both of us got mad hate for you. I just want to let you know that off the get-go.
Be ready.
But why though?
Do you really want us to start with like why we got mad hate?
Yeah, let's start.
All right. So no. I'm not gonna give in to your demands. You see, like you're not taking over my podcast.
That was never my intention.
You're not doing it. All
that
right.
was never my intention.
So what I was thinking, like I actually got a PSA that I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do that once we get into the episode, and then we'll hit the topic with you. But I realized the other day that there are certain jobs I would never do, right? And I was like, damn, like I went to the bathroom before I was leaving work, and I was sitting there like, all right, let me go. I got a little travel, so I got to go make sure I'm ready to go when I'm ready to go.
Yep.
I walked in the bathroom, I pushed open the stall. That shit was like a bomb went off. I turned around and it was like, I'm leaving. Like I'm gonna clench, I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then I was like, man, like,
is that why you made a beeline when you got here?
Yeah, that exactly. But I was sitting there and I was like, damn, who the fuck blows up a bathroom like that? Like I've never shit on the wall of a toilet.
I never have either.
But I don't know how people do it. Like if they must be squatting or poting or something where they could get the shit on the wall. But what's even worse is the guy that has to clean that shit up. Could you imagine being a janitor? Like all of us, we hate our jobs at some point. It's, like if you work in retail, you like, man, I hope I don't get no shitty customers today. If you work in like tech support, like I hope there ain't no bug in the system. I hope, no apps fail. Days. But imagine you a janitor, like you gotta walk in, man, I hope it ain't shit on the wall. Like I hope it ain't shit on the wall. And you open the stall, it's like, oh, shit on the wall. Like, could you I would rather be like a fry cook at like a McDonald's or something and smell like French fries. And my dude who used to work at McDonald's talked about he used to go home smelling like chicken McNuggets every day. And I'd rather do that shit than fucking ever be a janitor. Like I
would way rather smell like deliciousness. Right? And I'm sure after a time I wouldn't think it's delicious anymore, but I would way rather smell like deliciousness than have to walk into a stall and like clean poop.
But is janitor like on that list of things I would never do? For me, yes. Yeah. Like I think I would rather be homeless. I would rather try to finagle away and to rob at a bank, create a Ponzi scheme. I would panhandle before I would be a janitor.
I don't think because people are mad disrespectful to like janitors on top of that.
So like when I thought about $15 minimum wage, I'm like, a fucking janitor deserves $15 an hour. Right. The person working at Walgreens, I don't think you deserve $15 an hour. I'm sorry. Like if you knew better, you do better. Go finish high school, get you a job.
Yeah, but everybody got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but that's like McDonald's is a starter job. Like if you want McDonald's to be a career, you got to move into management. I mean, that's like with any job. Like
that's true, but like when you can't get the funds you need to take the next step because you can't get a job that pays you enough to live, that's the problem.
But is it because the job doesn't pay you enough funds, or you don't have the drive and the work ethic to make something yourself? Because like I've worked 3 jobs at one point, not really because I need the money, just because I was bored. But like I put work ethic in. Like when I do something, I do it right, or I don't do it at all. It's like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna do this. Let me put my work into it. So you go into McDonald's working, and it's like, I'm gonna be a professional fry cook my whole life. No, you're gonna work your way into management. I mean, look at Coming to America. Louis Anderson was like, "Yo, I started washing the floors. Now I'm washing the lettuce. Next year's fries, the grill. 2 years from now, I'll be assistant manager." Even his fat ass had rest in peace. His fat ass had a drive to go somewhere.
So I think you're right, but like, pre-Gainesville, that was my thought process. Then after being in Gainesville, not being able to get a job, like overqualified like a hell, like motherfucker. And I could not get a job in Gainesville. And then literally all I did was apply for jobs in Orlando, and I started getting callbacks and interviews. So like that's also part of it.
But it's a saturated market. You're in a place where they need people versus a place that they don't.
Yeah. Oh.
So you pretty much shitting on anybody that does janitor work?
No, I'm saying that like I got mad respect for him because I would not do that job.
I'd be a garbage man. That shit seems like a cush job to me.
I when I grew up, one of the guys that lived across the street from us, his dad was a garbage man.
Yeah.
And you can call it what you want. He used to come home with shit all the time that they would find in the dump. Yeah. Like good shit. I mean, imagine all the shit we throw away at work. That's perfectly good shit going into a dump. Mm-hmm. He would come home with new toys and shit, like brand new, because the places just get rid of them. They write them off. So
yeah, because if they give them away, then they are liable for anything that happens.
Yeah, but you throw it away, it's a markdown.
It's crazy.
So like I said, I got mad respect for janitors because I never do that shit. If anybody deserves $15 an hour, it's a janitor. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like some motherfuckers don't deserve it. Janitor deserve it.
I think working on top of a roof is worse.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. I helped a friend of ours build an addition to his house, worked on the roof. I came down looking like a fucking lobster.
Yeah.
But like I would still rather do that than walk into a bathroom and clean up shit from other people.
Right. Cuz like
not only is that, it's a biohazard too, because you got to remember there are some diseases that are transferred through bacterial.
Yeah. And if you're smelling it, the bacteria from that poop is hitting your system.
Yeah.
And the messed up part is I worked a number of offices and like this was before I was strategic with it, but I would literally be sitting in the stall while the dude had to clean the bathroom. And then
that's the worst.
So
when you in the bathroom and the janitor there.
So literally, I started timing my restroom breaks around when I knew the janitor staff was going to be around on a specific floor. But what's worse than that are the people who like they'll finish using the bathroom, know they tore it up because like it's funky.
Yeah.
And then as they're walking out, they'll just be like, "Hi" to the janitor, like, "Damn, homie, you couldn't even have the dignity to leave in shame. You just like out here Mary Rosen and shit."
Those are some of the most awkward conversations.
Do you ever talk to the janitors?
That shit's got to be the worst. I'm sorry. Like, I couldn't do that.
I never talk to a janitor. I'll just say hi and bye. I just feel bad for them. Like, when they're cleaning, I just stand there.
I don't speak in the bathroom, period. Like, I don't like to. Like, it's like you could be in the middle of conversation, you get in the bathroom, it's like,
Do you ever take a peek?
What?
Like at the stall next to you? At the guy?
Hell no.
Whoa. Whoa.
They tried that shit when I was a kid. They was like looking over at the stall. Like people want to see what the fuck you working with. Like, hey, ask your wife. Don't fucking look at my shit.
I'm traumatized. I always use the stall. I just assume I'm gonna get jumped.
I tried using the stall type. If I gotta use their urinal and the dude next to me, like I look up in the sky.
Me too. I look down.
I look up. I'm looking up and it's like, Jesus.
I saw a guy the other day do the Superman pose. You know, when you just stand there like you have
when your hands
just stand. I'm like, bro, what are you doing right now? My man.
But that's how you know your dick's small, because it sit on top of your balls and it can shoot across.
Like the Little Dicky song.
and,
like that.
And rolling on that, we gonna kick it into another episode of the Two Damn Crew podcast. This is episode 7 of season 2021. It's your boy Powder here with Andre.
Yo.
And it looks like our new addition to the crew, Ghost.
Ghost
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling the love. I'm getting...
Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling some love because you're about to get the hate.
So before we roast Ghost, I want to put a couple of statistical facts out there, right? So Ghost came on episode 6, right?
Yeah.
And I know he was boosting himself out there, you know, but his episode was the highest debut episode so far. And we're talking 34 episodes. Highest debuting episode, one day, 29 streams, not even a week in, you already got 45. Right? We got episodes that have been out for almost a year. Like episode 2 only got 35 streams for a whole year. So you got 45 streams on your first week.
Yep.
Like that's like, for us, that's like on platinum, baby. Like if I got the platinum plaques, I'm gonna put them up in the office. And you can look at them, but they gonna be mine.
It's okay. You just gotta make sure your face is on it.
Yeah.
I feel like Jadakiss from the Raping You Records skits they used to do back in the day. Like, oh, I'm gonna put you on Sunjet. All the seats is leather, baby. $79. You gonna make a stop here, stop there, but you gonna get there.
No, man. It's just... I think in my life, I have a lot of people that want to see more people succeed. So I just got to thank my fam. A lot of my friends, they've just been sticking by me. They want to see me talk about some of the stuff that they hear me talk about all the time, but now to a wider audience. So, I mean, I can't complain, man. Thank you for putting me on set.
So I think we go ride the wave. We're gonna keep you on deck. So if you like ghosts on the episodes, you know,
Come
we
back.
we gonna keep them on for now. You know,
A trial period.
I don't know if you want to get
It's the 2020 host search, right? So
Yeah.
like that's what we on this year.
All right, listen.
A
I
talent
mean, you come on, you boost it. We get the listens. People dig it. You know, like, and that's what we do it for. You know, we literally do the podcast for people to listen to us.
Right, because we sure enough ain't making no money.
Yeah,
I mean,
because we
We
damn
had some nice topics, man. We dug deep into some things that I think a lot of people just want to hear some people talk about. So it was good. It was good to get that out there, man.
That was an episode that we didn't have any filler. Like that shit, it rolled.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, so you're coming off your top. Yeah, I feel like you're like a fighter. Like you it's your first UFC fight. You're coming out the gate like you came off heavy, right? You went in there, you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill it, but then you actually did kill it. So now you feeling yourself like Conor McGregor, or like you like more laid back and humble. How you doing it?
I'm just humble, man. I mean, happy to be here. Because
Look at this shit this motherfucker's talking, being humble.
Yeah,
when you do it once, you know you're gonna do it again.
Well, let's see if he's a one hit wonder or if this is like the new norm. We'll see what he debuts at this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were almost about to move the debuts back to Wednesday or Thursday because we were seeing heavier traffic.
Yep.
But you know, you kind of proved me wrong there with a Tuesday at 29 streams. So I'm gonna give you that. But it's funny because we sitting here hating on you because it's like we put you on and all of a sudden like now you the popular one.
Right.
Like we've been doing this shit since day one, and all of a sudden you the popular one.
And the feedback that I get, they say I didn't talk a lot. They wanted me to talk more. That's the crazy part.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they here listening.
This is
like,
this is his podcast.
This
I'm
is
the
his
long-
podcast,
I'm
man.
the
That's all
longest running guest, right?
I'm sitting
And
there
you
like
out here outshining us, man.
I'm sitting there like, all right, well, you putting on, and literally all the feedback I got from the last episode was, yo, you like titties on your neck? like we did 78 minutes of content, and that's the only thing people took away. Like all the shit I said, like all you heard was titties on the neck.
Yeah.
What about all the other shit I said? You know, like, oh, you like titties on your neck? Yeah, I do like titties on my neck.
Who don't?
That was the main takeaway, man.
The main takeaway was make sure you get your hair cut by a chick with big titties so they put them on your neck.
Yeah.
Right?
man.
But what does that do to your barber man who gets you tight and straight?
Man,
You know, he should be considering some life choices.
man, life changes, man.
You know, breast implants are not just for women.
Oh, so like they just like completely like go presto change on you?
Yeah, presto change and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I start coming back to your barbershop. It'll be a little awkward now, but you know.
All right.
No.
All right, so before we get to my PSA, you got any feedback from the last episode? I mean, obviously a lot of people listen to you. They had to hit you up with something.
Yeah, man. From the female's perspective, they felt like we went a little bit hard in the paint when we said whenever we see a nice girl with a nice purse, we automatically think, hey, they're gonna be looking try to get my money. They feel like, hey, that woman worked hard for that money. Probably she's independent. How do you guys feel about that?
You know, I agree with that in an aspect. You know, it's like when you see a chick with a bag, you know, like obviously it's like you're putting a price tag on it. You know, so again, like I said, like it's intimidating. But everybody should be able to treat themselves. So you know, like to me, it ain't no hard feelings if a chick, you know, worked hard, bought herself a bag because that's the bag she wanted, you know, and that's it. It's when it's about the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got to have these name brands to deal with me. You got to have this. It's like, whoa, like.
And at this point, like, we're so bombarded with, oh, it's about the bag from all different aspects of media. And then instead of chicks like her stepping up and saying, like, yeah, but I bought my own bag, like, there are only like 4 or 5 women saying that, right?
Yeah.
The rest of them are like, nah, you got to come with the bag.
Exactly.
Like I love like strong independent women. That way I ain't got to bring them home. The Fortress of Solitude. Like I could rest easy here, right? I ain't got to think about it. We can go back to her place.
Exactly.
But yo, when all you see is it's about the bag, you got to get me the bag. Like that's what we're bombarded with, and we don't hear that other side of the message. Like she bought her own bag.
Yeah.
Like we hear that from like one artist, 2 artists, maybe.
That's true.
You know, so like, you know, like I buy myself nice things, you know, and I like name brand stuff. Like when I buy myself something, like I'm gonna buy myself the best.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I need this, I need that. So it could get kind of confusing. So I could get that, but it's still like when to me, like when you see a chick with a, like when she put together and she got a name brand bag, and you know it's not like, you know, like a Michael Kors or a Coach. You see that Louis Vuitton print. You see that Gucci stripe. It's like, you know, like if it's real, it costs a couple bands. You know, and it's like, did she get it on her own?
Yeah.
Did a dude buy it for her? What is she doing? How did she get that bag? You know, so like,
I guess it's how the bag adds up to like her whole stature. Because if I see a woman that like clearly she looks professional, put together, I may not assume, you know, so she did some shit for the bag. She might have bought it herself.
Well, and
or she's
also if she's a reoccurring character in your life, like where you see her on a regular basis, you know, like maybe a coworker or something like that. Does the bag change or is it the same bag?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got one Louis bag and the rest of your bags is like regular bags, and it's like, all right, so you got that one nice one that you pull out. But it's like if I see you with 6 or 7 different bags and you always talking about this and that, and you know,
I think I just got a tutorial about bags the other day because I was thinking about getting one of my female friends a Michael Kors purse, but she's like, that's not in no more. I want a Louis Vuitton. Cool. So I went ahead and I started doing my research. I was like, ooh, baby, like Louis Vuitton is not my price range. I'm like, if a female came up to me right now, and the way the world is going right now, and they said, hey, don't even give me the purse, give me 125 shares, whatever company.
Oh, bro, you locked that down, bro. You locked that down.
Something about that just turns me on. When a female says that right now. When she's like, hey, just give me 125 shares. You pick whatever it is, and we watch it grow. Something about that turns me on right now.
Is that the new relationship builder for you?
That's the new relationship goal right there, man.
Hey, babe, I got you 100 shares of Apple.
Dude.
100 shares of Apple at what, $160 a piece?
Yeah, I know.
So that's 16,000.
Yeah.
I'd rather buy the $3,000 Louis bag. Fuck that. I mean, like to me, like the Louis bag has to be like for like wifey material.
Yeah.
You know, because that's 3 stacks.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, the average, you know, obviously people trying to fight to make $15 an hour.
Exactly.
But even if you made $15 an hour working full time, that ain't but $35,000 a year. Mm-hmm. So you're going to take 10% of your salary to buy a fucking Louis bag for what?
Because most people who are going to do that, you're either of two minds, right? You're either at the point where it don't matter, which those are the only people who should really be buying like bags like that, or you're in a mindset, like you just said, like you're going to use 10% of your salary to buy a bag. They don't have that mindset. They don't think of it like that. They think of like, what I'm hey, I scraped together $3,000.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy this bag. Or I got my tax return.
Yeah.
But I think them stigmas in life, though, I mean, man or a woman, it's kind of hard. Because like even like I dated a chick in the past, and she used to tell me like the engagement ring got to be 3 months your salary. Right, that's how much the engagement ring got to cost, and it's like, so I'm supposed to put like $10,000, you know, back in the day, you know, like I'm supposed to put $10,000-$15,000 for a ring for me to ask you to marry me. Like you should be happy I'm asking you to marry me,
right?
Like it shouldn't matter what the ring is.
The ring is just a symbol,
you know. Not really, but she literally was like, this is the, I guess the rule or the cadence of shit, and it's like, who made that up?
Google.
It was just the diamond companies.
Yeah, Google.
The diamond companies, whoever, and it's like, damn, like why everything gotta have a price tag on it? So if I offended any females in the last one that work hard for their bags, I'm sorry. Like I respect y'all for that. But for when we start putting price tags on other shit, like it's the whole thing is coming out of love. Like if we love each other, like it shouldn't matter what I spend.
Yes.
It shouldn't matter whether it's Chili's or Ruth Chris.
Yes.
You know, but
I don't know. That's a heavy difference.
Yeah. I've never been to Ruth Chris.
I've never been to Ruth Chris either. Yeah. But I know a dude that took his girl there, and that shit was almost $300. Yeah. You know, but
it's expensive.
It is like that's an occasional thing. And if I ever make it to that point where that kind of money is flammable, then yeah, sure. But I mean, like for all of us grinding on the daily, trying to make it up, you know, like you got to respect the grind.
The only rule you should apply is if you can't buy it twice, you shouldn't buy it.
You shouldn't buy it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't buy it at all.
Anyway, so So I got my PSA before we
What
get
is
into
this
anything.
PSA?
I was going to start the podcast with it, but like I'm at a dilemma here, and I need these R&B rappers to listen to me. R&B rappers, singers, whatever you want to call. Like, I'm fucking tired of falling in love with your music, and y'all motherfuckers fucking shit up that I'm being put in the crossroads of whether I can listen to your music or not. Now let me explain, right? So I grew up listening to R&B. I love R&B, right? Luther Vandross, Tyrese, Case, Jodeci, things like that. R. Kelly was my dude growing up, right? 2005 when that TP3 came out, that Sex in the Kitchen, that Trapped in the Closet. Yep. Like, it didn't matter what R. Kelly was doing, whether he was featuring or he was on, and that shit was fire, right?
Oh, Sex in the Kitchen.
R. Kelly was my dude. Starts pissing on people, doing all this crazy shit later on. Now it's like a dilemma, right? Can I listen to him? Can I not listen to him? Like, I still like his music. I want to jam to him, but he did some fucked up shit. You know, it's like, why you had everything. Like, why you couldn't just be cool so I could listen to your music and not have to feel like I'm cheating on somebody?
That's all you really heard about this.
I'm hurt. Next, Chris Brown, my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
Right? And granted, Chris Brown don't get half the slack that these other dudes get. You know, grab the phone, something happened, allegedly, you know.
Said the magic words.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Yep.
You know, he's still making music. You know, Chris Brown do his own thing. He out there, you know, he is what he is. But I idolize Chris Brown. Like, Chris Brown on the track, I got to listen to it.
Yep.
You know, I just listened to a new track with him and Yellow Beezy. Restroom occupied. He talked about having sex in the restroom. That shit weird, but the beat is fire. He's singing on it. He rapping on it, and it's like, damn. Here you go again. Great artist, but some people always be like, "Yo, but Chris Brown hit Rihanna," allegedly. And I'm not taking nothing from
And
it.
that happened like what is it, like over 10 years ago now? Like, what's the statute of limitation
listen,
when we made a mistake?
Maybe he did. All right.
Yeah.
And maybe what I don't know. I wasn't there that night. You know, and yeah, it's wrong to hit a woman. So I'm not condoning it.
Yeah.
But I don't
Outside of combat.
I don't think it's right to hit a woman. But why should I have to like make a choice to not listen to his music? Right? And now the worst thing about it is this motherfucker, Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah.
I listen to Tory all day.
Tory Lanez is flame, man. Like, straight fire. Like, and again, Tory, another R&B rapper singer. Like, R. Kelly could kind of rap a little bit, but he was a singer, but R. Kelly shit was moving, right? Usher can't rap. So Usher don't fall into that category.
He could sing.
Yeah, but Usher can't. Like, Chris Brown could rap, so he put a little like thing into it.
Yep.
Right. So it's like, it's hip hop, it's R&B, but it gets you like moving a little bit. Right? Like, I don't dance, but I be trying to dance this shit, especially in the shower. Like, I be slipping and falling because Chris Brown come on and I'm on one foot trying to do a spin move.
Don't drop the soap, man.
Nah. And now Tory Lanez is like, Tory Lanez music is the shit. Even though
nice.
like I still don't understand how Tory go from that high pitch to that low rap. Like, I don't know if that's auto-tune or what, or if he just like squeezes nuts when he in the booth, you know. But shoot Megan Stallion in the foot, and then it's like everybody want flame.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Listen, maybe they all guilty at these things, and everybody do crimes, but everybody want to put these dudes behind bars and then like be like, you can't do it. So I gotta let all these motherfuckers know. The next one of y'all motherfuckers out there that want to make me fall in love with your music, I need you to keep a clean rap sheet. Please. Like, I'm not trying to fall in love with your music and then you do some crazy shit where like I'm the victim now. You know, can I ride through a neighborhood with a sunroof open, blasting some Tory Lanez, or is it gonna be one of the Megan Thee Stallion fans that's gonna come out and like throw a fucking egg at my shit?
Remember when the world was simple and all you had to worry about is listening to this rapper gonna get me shot? Now you have to worry. Listen to this R&B singer gonna have me accused of being a rapist.
Can I bump Snoop Dogg on the East Coast, or is it one of those things like, oh, you can't bung this game in this Crip neighborhood or this Snoop Dogg and this Blood Day? Like, I just want to listen to music and want to be cool with it. And I don't want to be patronized for the music I choose to listen to. But I feel like these people, like, their actions is hurting their fans.
So I don't think it's their fault because people are people and people are always going to do people things, right?
I mean, Megan don't look like she lost a step. I seen her on Saturday Night Live. She's still dancing, and you seen that body video,
right?
She looked like she still got the moves.
Yeah. But I think the problem is the fans, the people, the masses. Because what your problem is separating an artist from their art.
Yes.
And people do not have the mental capacity to do that anymore. Right?
Listen, I done made plenty of mistakes. All right. And I hope I never get fucking put on blast for them because the motherfuckers gonna be like, I can't listen to this podcast.
What happened to Powder 2028?
You heard what Powder did back in the day? That motherfucker. Next thing you know, it's like you gonna see boycott 2 Dab Crew.
Oh no. Hey, all press is good press because then I could take it, reinvent 2 Dab Crew, and then it'll be my podcast.
Bitch.
Wow.
Hey, listen, man, your legacy lives on in a fashion. And then we disown you and everything.
Is that like R. Kelly? Like his music lives on in like the next generation of What's Now or Kids Bop?
Yeah.
You imagine that shit like the Kids Bop version of like Sex in the Kitchen or Bump and Grind?
I don't see nothing wrong with leaving room for Jesus. Leaving room for Jesus.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was terrible.
All right, I just had to get that off my chest because like I'm
you felt very. Is there something that triggered the?
So like what happened was like I follow Chris Brown on Instagram.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Brown got a new song out, and I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I go check it out. He got the Go Crazy remix that got like Young Thug and Lil Durk and Mulatto, which you know like all of them are on it, and it wasn't as good as the original, you know. But I was like, all right. But then it said new Tory Lanez featuring Chris Brown. And I was like, all right, cool. But I hear all this backlash about, oh, y'all can't listen to Tory Lanez because he's being indicted and this and that. And he shot Megan in the foot. And Megan, one of my all-time celebrity crushes. So, like, I'm not sitting there saying that, like, you know, he should be, crucified for shooting Megan in the foot if that happened. But I was like, I want to listen to the song because the shit fire. Right, everything Tory Lanez, the Chicks Take 5, that shit was fire, bro. Nice. Jerry Sprunger, all the remixes he did, the one that he did to Cry with Mario, like them fucking songs is bangers. Like I could listen. Like if you look at my like top 100 from 2020, it's like Chris Brown and Tory Lanez make up the majority of the shit I listen to. So it's like he got a new song out. I want to listen to it, and I'm doing it, and I'm like, yo, like,
man, listen to your music, man. Don't let these people play you, man.
But why they say that though? Like, why people make me feel bad for being a fan?
Because in their mind, you being a simple consumer of enjoying a product, because you're paying money in some way, shape, or form, or your stream adds to the person's revenue.
Yeah, but
they think if you do something, because it is the dark side of cancel culture, right? There's a good side of cancel culture where you're holding people responsible. So if Tory Lanez shot that woman in the foot, yes, he should be held responsible and he should go to jail. And public opinion of him should be negative. But there's the other side of cancel culture where they're all like, no, this person's not allowed to exist or do anything in the rest of their life.
When do we as society accept people for making a mistake, number one, and two, that they did a punishment? Like I
they don't believe in that anymore.
Look, I highly doubt. I don't want to say I can't say I don't know if R. Kelly actually did it intentionally or not. But in Chris Brown defense, I don't think it was malicious. You know what I mean? Heated argument. Yeah, you shouldn't hit a woman. But who knows? You know what I mean? It's not like he was going around beating all types of chicks. It was one incident. Maybe it should have happened or definitely should have happened if it had happened. Again, allegedly, because I don't know. But he pays his punishment for it and moves on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make a mistake as a human being. Like, ain't none of us perfect. I did the crime, so I do the time, and then I should be forgiven for it because I willingly take my punishment. Right? So if Tory Lanez did what he did and he pays his price, like we should be able to move on, knowing that he learned from his mistake.
But that's the thing people can't do. So, like,
It's not like he's serial shooting people in the foot. right? You don't see 15 R&B singers talking about like, yo, Tory did that to me too. Like, I got a big ass hole. Like, I can't seem to get this stiletto on because I got a knot because I got a fucking shell case stuck in my foot. So it's one time it happened. If it happened, and who knows, bro? Drugs and alcohol make people do crazy shit.
Right, but people don't believe in like punishment and then redemption beyond that. If you're a criminal, people are always going to think you're a criminal. The director James Gunn, right? He was a comedian, or he wasn't a comedian. He made a joke, like some rape joke, right? In 2011. Realized, man, I was going too far. Apologized at the time, and then didn't get fired for that same joke that he made in 2011 that he apologized for in 2011 till like 2018 he got fired.
Yeah, but that's like people too with like Harvey Weinsteins and shit like that. Like these people maliciously do it. Like they didn't just coerce one woman into sex.
No,
or,
they do it.
Or
they're
one person.
Habitual offenders.
You know, they're habitual offenders, but you don't hear them getting the same type of criticism
because
Tory Lanez
they disappear. And everyone accepts that they're a bad person.
They go live on that island with the dude from the Girls Gone Wild videos.
So let me be your therapist right now. One thing I can give you as advice is you got to stop listening to what other people think. At the end of the day, it's your ears, it's your eyes. So whatever you feel like you into, it shouldn't matter what everybody else thinks. If Chris Brown's your man, that's your man.
That's
Don't
my
ride
man.
up to him.
That's my man.
It should never matter what
It
anybody
needs
else
to be
thinks.
Two Dab Crew featuring Dr. Ghost.
Yeah, Dr. Ghost, man.
Is this therapy sessions with Dr.
Man,
Ghost?
Therapy session with Dr.
Oh,
Ghost, man.
shit.
You caring too much what people think, man.
Damn, I wish I would have brought a Dear Crew
I know.
for you to go over, Dr. K.
Yeah.
Or Dr. G, sorry.
Dr.
Dr.
G.
G, man.
DG.
DG.
Uh-oh.
The American school system at work.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. So I got that out of my system now.
Yeah.
I thank you. So what we got to talk
good.
about today?
First step is to admit you got a problem. That's good,
Hey,
man.
listen, I don't got the problem. It's other people got the problem.
That's good. There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Like,
there we
I
go.
don't. Is that denial? What
Hey.
stage of acceptance is that?
Baby steps, man. Baby steps.
Yeah, baby powder steps.
Listen, Dr. Ghost, what you got?
So what topics we got? We got to tackle something. Something for the ladies, for the fellas. What we got?
So let me see what we got here, man. So I want to get something out there that I want to get off my chest real quick. Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm going to be some hairless chest fools after this.
No, man.
Man, I don't think I shaved the hair on my chest once. And let me tell you, that was the worst experience ever. Like, I literally shaved my whole body, like from the neck down.
I've never done that. I've wanted to, and I've never done that.
I did it once. I shaved my whole body from the neck down, chest, arms, all that. And that was the worst thing I could have ever done in my life. I'll
Why?
never do it again.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess because, like, again, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. But, like, I started getting, like, little bumps, and it was itchy. And, you know, like I never deal with razor bumps or anything like that, like, when I shave my face. So I don't know, if I wasn't exfoliating correctly, like the whole science behind shaving my body, like I'm you know.
Would you get
ignorant
like a
to.
full body wax?
Hell no.
Whoa.
Like
Nah, I think at
for the
point,
pain or because it's a full body wax?
Nah, I don't care about the pain. Like I pluck hairs out of my
You ever got one before?
nostril.
No.
Oh.
I've thought about it. I'm like, I just want to do it. To see what it's like.
I think the like I look like I'm not overly hairy, and then like I could trim it up. So I don't look like I'm part goat. So like I'm cool with my body
Definitely
hair.
look goat with the beard.
With the beard. That's what
The beard is looking fly. You know what I'm saying? But the beard gonna go away soon.
Oh, you letting it go?
Yeah, the beard going soon. I know where I want it to go with the topic. So I don't know where you want to go.
I'm going to start it off. So, as a guy, what would be the breaking point in any relationship? What would be the breaking point?
You mean like
the deal breaker?
Like when I gotta walk away?
Yeah, when it's time to just walk away.
Damn, that's a good one.
That's a heavy.
You know, I guess it depends on what stage of the relationship you in. Because like early in the relationship, like I'm cool to break ties on almost anything.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not invested. So it could just be, you know, we don't vibe. Like it's all right, cool. Like we don't vibe. Let's break free because like obviously if it don't work now, it ain't gonna work later. You know, I believe in like, you know, certain people just click. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Andre, you know, like from day one, like, you know, we're not in a relationship like that we gonna tell y'all about.
Well, we ain't in a relationship like that at all.
Hey, come on, bro. What happened to that one time though?
No, there was never a one time
when we held each other crying. You don't remember that?
There was a third person there,
We do that shit too often. But like we talked about our relationship, like not you know, sexually, but you know, that's my dude for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? Me and him ain't never had a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if we like argue like about something, it's never like heated. You know, so it's like, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could throw ideas off of him. That's my confidant. If I got some issues, like that's the dude I talk to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like a click. Yeah. So you know you got it. And I think that's the same way with like when you go in a relationship. Like when you meet somebody, of course, the first thing you look at is physical attraction.
Yep.
Right? So if I'm physically attracted to you, at least I know I can smash. Right? But then it's like, now you're looking at it like, who are you as a person? If we got completely different interests and it's off the wall, then it's like, all right, maybe this ain't gonna work. So what are we trying to do here? We trying to be smash and chill, or are we trying to do a relationship? Because it's like, this ain't gonna work.
But is it okay for a female just to want a guy just to smash, or will they get that stigma from the other females saying, "Hey, why?" You?
But we talked about this in the episode, right? Because it was like females create that for females.
Yeah.
Like I don't look at a female and say she's sleeping with 2 or 3 dudes. You know, that's a whatever. You know, you want to call her a thought, you want to call her a hoe. You know, it's females that put it on females, because again, like it's what you value the currency at. If you gonna sit there and tell people pussy is worth a Birkin bag or, you know, 100 stacks of this or that, but then you sitting there giving it to all the wrong dudes, then it's like, that's on you, right?
Right.
Don't go around saying it's $100,000, but then selling it for $3,
right?
You know, because now you just a liar, you a hypocrite. You know, if you just be like, hey, you know what, I like to fuck. Yeah. And I'm not trying to get in a relationship. It's a lot of dudes down with that. It's a lot of chicks down with that. You know, it's a new age.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. And that's up to them. You know, so I don't think in my eyes,
it's a stigma. It's a stigma invented mostly by other women.
Yes.
And then kind of backed up by closed-minded dudes who think like, nah, man, you know, chicks aren't sexual. They don't fart. Chicks don't shit.
I used to think like that.
I think it's people who don't have options that think like that. Like in my head, and this is in my head that I give you that, I think man tries to control man. And I believe this shit even more since I watched the Book of Eli. When the dude was like, I need that one
movie
book.
You don't like?
Yo, that movie got some plot holes and some flaws. We talk about that another day. But that motherfucker was like, I need that book, because that word can control people.
Yeah.
Right? And I always said that was that, like, the Bible, I think, is a lot of myths and stories. But remember, the Bible was written by a man.
Yeah.
Right? Laws were written by men.
Right.
So is this really what God wanted, or whatever religious faith you believe in or not a faith? Or is it just somebody sitting behind the desk be like, yo, I want to control y'all?
Yep.
Just think, even your American freedoms were written by men.
Right.
The right to bear arms. You'd be like, that's my God-given right. No, that's a right given to you by people.
Right.
Because they wrote that shit into law. The freedom of speech.
They were inspired.
That's my God-given
God.
right. That was written by man. Right. So man gave you, and that only works in America, because them same rights that you think you got, you can't go to another country and do that because they'll lock you up.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of theories I think are created by people. So like when you say, oh, you can't sleep with 15 people, who said? You know? Who said that was the thing? God didn't create the preacher to make marriage. Man created the idea of marriage. Did a guy create it because, hey, I didn't want you came around, you know, it's survival of the fittest. You know, you got a big, bulky dude, obviously got a better body than you know, and your female scoping him out. You're like, yo, this is mine. I put a ring on it. Damn it, don't touch mine. You know, because
women were started off as property.
But that's what I'm saying, because even back in the day, women didn't have the rights that they should have had. So, you know, dudes kind of own them. So that's mine.
You used to be able to get away with beating a woman because she was your wife and she was your property. And they're like, well, It's your property to do with as you want.
So that's why I say, like, with that, like, that's a stigma I think that people create.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You probably say you shouldn't sleep with other people probably because you can't.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like, if it's a chick that could get any dude she want, she probably not going out there saying that I only want to sleep with one dude, blah blah blah. She probably be like, "Girl, I'm out here doing my thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm working and I'm trying to get me. I'm doing me, right?" And a dude that could get a bunch of chicks, you know, probably do the same thing or just keep it silent. You know, like, I'm not out there flamboyant about it, but it's the ones that can get a lot of chicks. When you got one, yo, man, I'm faithful to my girl. Like, you know, I don't do nothing else because you can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't.
Because if that was the truth, then when temptation comes along,
Yeah.
people would not cheat as frequently as they cheat.
Yeah, because they get into a loveless marriage or a relationship where it's based purely on, you know,
Convenience and
I think a lot of it is settling. And, you know, we've seen that, like, with situations around us
Yep.
where it's like people could probably do better, but they don't want to put the time. They don't want to put the time and effort into it, so they're gonna settle because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Like, I got a place to stay, so it's convenient. Like, oh, I'm gonna have to do something else. It's convenient. And I see a lot of people in loveless marriages and relationships, and it's like, honestly, like, they may look like they chilling on the outside, but they hurting on the inside because they don't know how to say, I got to do me, right? Oh, this is what we should be doing. This is the only thing you should be doing is what your heart tells you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your heart tells you this ain't right, then you should move on.
You shouldn't be following a template. You should just go with the flow.
You know?
So this is kind of why I don't have like a breaking point, because it's like, you know what? If I care, I'll communicate that.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I mean, it's whatever. Like, if actually, that's not true. A complete and utter bitch. And no, not the, oh man, she's such a bitch. No, that's not the type I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the nasty, degrading for no reason to everyone. A Karen.
A Karen.
Yeah.
That's
Karen,
what I say.
yeah.
You
I
know,
would not put up with that.
because like I'm monogamous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, you know, like, I'm not saying that that's the way to go, because, you know, obviously polygamy may be cool. You know, you got two chicks. You know,
polyamorous.
your girl got a girlfriend. Who said that? Young Dro?
Yeah.
What's that, T.I.?
My girl got a girl.
You know what I'm
Young
saying?
Joe.
But it's like, I'm monogamous, so I like to be with one person, right? Because I feel like it's just certain things that, like, you know, I don't got a lot of friends. I don't trust a lot of people. So it's like, I'm going to let somebody in. And it's like, the more you try to balance too much shit, like life's complicated. I ain't got time to balance
but why
all that
can't you
shit.
have like someone that you are close like that with, and then also some other people that you just enjoy spending time with?
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying relationship wise.
Yeah, same thing. Like,
no, relationship wise, I believe in intimacy, right? So, you know, like, I honestly think that, you know, like, it put in a position I could fuck whoever I want, you know, but
yeah, that
could
chicken Publix was checking you out today.
could I be?
He missed it again.
He missed it.
Could I be intimate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you could fuck somebody and do that, but you don't know what it's like until you, like, kiss them and touch them, and, you know, like, you feel a spark. So it's way different being intimate with somebody versus just fucking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could fuck four or five.
So you couldn't have a fuck buddy?
Yeah, you could.
No,
But
in your
in my eyes, yeah.
Okay.
You know, but again, like that, but that's why I said from the beginning, the first thing is physical attraction.
Yes.
So what is this? You trying
you
to
have that communication with that person.
You trying to be my fuck buddy? You trying to be my friend? You trying to be in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So you got to separate them standards and see where that goes
from the get go.
Obviously, if you don't meet my relationship criteria at the beginning, hey, it's time to go. Hey, you could go into column B or column C, but column A out the question.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, I ain't going to just fuck you. All right, so it's column C. It's just friends.
Yeah.
Move on. Right? And that's it. We go on. But like, as far as like, once we get into column A and we in a relationship, you know, I think the tales are a little more different. That, you know, like, I've been in relationships like where it's like I try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Right? Or I try to think, like, I know I'm super picky.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe I didn't give him a chance.
Yeah.
You know, let me go back. But it's, to me, the biggest deal breaker for me to walk away from a relationship is the lack of courtesy. And I say courtesy as far as like respect and things like that. You know, like if you know you with me and I'm with you, then show me that respect and that courtesy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you expect me to do something, I expect you to do the same. Yeah. You know, just because it's like that same thing. Like if I expect you to call me and tell me good night, then I expect the same back. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And if you don't give me that, and then I go off and do whatever tangent, don't come at me popping. Because like you could ask like my aunt, she could tell anybody. The more you push me into something, the quicker I'm gonna pop out.
That's how I get them to do shit all the time. Reverse psychology is fool.
Like I'm nobody's bitch. You know, nobody can control me. So like when you push me into something, I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, we out this bitch. You know, so that's what trying to control me is definitely a deal breaker. Okay. You give me an ultimatum, definitely a deal breaker. Right? You try to change me, definitely a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? You try to get me to do new things, maybe. You know? Listen,
Jesus.
I'm just saying, like you know. So you say like how far is? That's why I said like I'm very particular. Like, and I don't believe in playing games. Like I'm not here to do this or that. Like I'm 34 years old in life.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I want kids. You know, like I ain't never been married. I got a lot of things under my belt that I like to accomplish at some point in life.
But do you feel like there's a clock on it? Like you said, you're 34 years old. Do you put a clock up there that's like, hey, before I'm 37, I got to get...
My clock was 4 years ago.
Jeez.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like my clock was way long ago. Like, hey, you know, and then you could even tell because my aspects in dating were, I want to say, below my caliber of maybe what I could have got.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like if you look at my ex, like, you know, she was older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And completely not something I used to date.
Yeah.
And when people would look at us, they was probably asking questions like, well, what he doing with her?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We all do that.
But so it's like, yo,
even the one before that was kind of questionable.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I honestly, like, I look at a woman, and if I could find some type of beauty in her, like she don't gotta be like gorgeous or a 10, but if I can find some type of beauty in her, then I can move on to stage B. You know, and I can say at least for most of my exes, they were good people at some points.
Yeah.
But compatibility down the road, I mean, like with my one ex, like we popped off because she brought me home food from Chili's, and it was pico de gallo and the fucking black beans. And she worked at Chili's, so she used to bring me home food.
I loved her.
She used to bring me home food 4 days a week. She didn't cook, so she used to bring me home Chili's.
Bringing you food. She used to bring us food. We was on that queso. We cried when they broke up because we were like, no more queso.
No more free food, right? Nah. So again, like in that spot, like I'm like, yo, this pico. Like I don't eat. I eat pico now, but I didn't at the time because you know I was still not into fruits and vegetables and shit. So she was like, it's always pico in the beans. I'm like, it's never pico in the beans. I eat this shit 3 days a week. There's never pico in the beans. And she's, yes, it is. And I said, well, fuck it. I don't want it. Like, I fucking threw the food. I was mad as fuck.
You got a tantrum, okay?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck you call me a liar? Like, I know what the fuck I eat 3 days a week. You know, and I think it was because the margarita chicken at Chili's come with pico on the chicken. And she always ordered it with no pico. So I think what happened was she forgot to say no pico. And then the bitch got pushed off into the beans in the you know the take home container. So instead of just being like, oh my bad, you know, I fucked up, it was like you trying to make me feel like reality is distorted. Like you fucking Wanda from fucking WandaVision. Like all of a sudden we go change reality. I mean, like, no, bitch, they ain't never no motherfucking pico. Who the fuck puts pico de gallo and black beans? Nobody, my man. Nobody.
That's for normal people, that was not a deep cut to bring up WandaVision. But for you to bring that up, that's a deep cut.
Listen, I'm just saying. So shit like that, where you try to mind fuck me, that's a definitely like literally like that was a kickback. I lived fucking like 15 minutes to drive to work. That shit got to be at least 10 miles. I was so mad. I walked to work the next day.
But like you just
that shit took me almost 4 hours to walk to work. But I was so fucking hellbent. I was like, bitch, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to see you.
But that was you just explained it yourself. That was an honest mistake. It could
No,
It wasn't the
it was an
mistake.
honest mistake, and that's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
people didn't live up to it.
Oh,
Like if
She
I'm
didn't own up to the
if I'm
situation.
wrong,
Okay.
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like how many times you hear me say like, "Yo, my bad, I fucked up."
Yep.
Even when I'm not fucking wrong, sometimes when the boss come around, it's like, "Yo, what happened?" Like, "Yo, that was on me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm quick to take the blame for whatever. Like it only make me human. Like
Yeah.
I'm human, I make mistakes. But for you to try to mind fuck me, and then they be like, "Men the bad ones?" Fuck that. Bro,
right.
I fucking
All
took
right, Dr. G, how about you? What's your deal breaker?
Oh man,
He ranted for like 20 minutes. I hope you got something.
Hey man, something about a liar, man.
Yo,
Just liars like get underneath my skin for some
So
reason.
I wouldn't even say
Give me
liars. I would say like fronters also.
give me an example. Like, give me when you say liars, like little white lies, like, yeah, that suit looks great on you, or are we talking like lying for no reason?
When somebody tell you they live with their roommates, but it's really their parents.
Hey, that's a lie.
That's a lot. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
lot.
Like just say you live with your parents. Like, I'm in between spots right now. I'm on the come up. Whatever. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't never done this with this person. Or I only, like what J. Cole said. Whatever she say, you got to multiply by 3.
By 3.
So I only been with 5 dudes, and you come to find out that 6 of your homies that you knew from high school all got a piece. Like, oh, ain't nobody ever run a train on me, and you find out she was on an orgy on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, them some bull-faced lies that bitches come out and
some
do.
examples. What do you define? How do you define that? Right?
I hate to say it, but I'm one of those type of guys that, hey, if you tell me you're at one spot, I want to see a picture. Like, send me a picture.
All right.
If it's on the up and up, send me a pic.
Okay.
A quick pic. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't have a lock on your phone.
Yeah.
I know a girl, and it's weird to me, but her screen is some way that she puts like a little fog.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a fog on it to where if I'm around her and I come to the side, you can't see it.
Yeah.
She's the only person that can see it. I'm like, dude, that's creepy to
the
me.
privacy screen.
The
Yeah,
privacy screen.
yeah.
That's so creepy to me. I'm like, why? Why you got to do all that?
I feel you. All right. I feel you on that. I do question the privacy screen thing.
Yes,
Because that seems like
that's
not only do you
beyond
have,
shady.
like you don't even want someone potentially looking over your shoulder to see what's on your phone.
That's
I'm
too
like, yo, I don't got nothing in my phone that crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what do you have to
enough.
Yeah, what do you have to hide?
Yeah, but the thing is about that though is that society make it so easy for you to hide shit now. Because again, like one thing we learned was that people don't even exchange phone numbers no more.
Nah.
Right? So you could go through and say, find out your girl's text messages.
Yeah.
Right? But what is she doing on Instagram? What is she doing on Twitter? What is she
Snapchat.
doing on Snapchat?
That's the key.
Like our homie, when the chick trying to go to New York and shit,
Yeah.
like, are you gonna find this shit in the DMs later on and be like, yo, what the fuck? And that's all stuff you can't trace. Like I had like my ex, the same one with the fucking chili, right? At work at Chili's. She told me she wasn't texting one of my homies, but her phone bill was under my phone bill.
Oh Jesus!
Right? So of course, my ass is paranoid because I know the bitch was lying to me, but I couldn't prove it. Because she was deleting the text messages.
Yeah.
And like, let me see your phone. If you really gotta see my phone, then you don't trust me. I don't fucking trust you. That's why I asked to see your phone. And then so when I pull the fucking the phone log, it don't show you the messages, but it show you who they text.
Yeah.
So you see this whole elaborate shit, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, well, I didn't want to tell you because how you would react. I'm reacting like this, bitch, because I know I'm right. And I knew you was a trifling bitch. Like, I'm sorry to use the language like that, but you couldn't just tell me the truth. And I
Just
think...
be upfront about it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people are comfortable being them.
Yeah.
This even go back to me listening to fucking Tory Lanez. Like, I want to be comfortable doing that and not being judged, but I don't judge people. You slutted out in college, so what?
You with me now?
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Like I've honestly, I could say like I've probably never been with a chick that's a virgin.
You probably never will.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I don't care who was there before me, as long as I know that, as long as my footprints is on this moon, it's one small step for another small step for fucking me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. It's mine now.
Yeah,
Whoever was there before, I could give less of a fuck. But then they want to front, and I ain't do this, I ain't do that. And then when that shit come to light, it's like, now you don't even know who the person is anymore.
So once they lie to y'all lose that trust.
I lose that trust right away, man.
The minute I start suspecting a lie,
yeah,
like I don't even have to like know that you lying. But the minute I think you lying,
like
that's
the
a
math
problem.
don't add up. The math don't add up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you be telling me 2 + 2 and you holding up 5, it's like, but it's 4. Yeah, I said 4, but you still like this holding up 5. It's like, yo, why you keep holding up 5? No, it's 4 fingers and a thumb. Oh, now you trying to get slick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When people be trying to skateboard, it's like, you ain't tell me you was out there. Well, I ain't tell you I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
You never asked me. Or
Yeah. You never asked me, you know, this and that. And it's like, come on, like, if you're not going to be upfront with yourself, then just don't do it. Because, again, like especially, I want to say that when skeletons are coming out the closet, that's time to go.
Yeah.
Right? You don't even have to be lying to me. It's just that I had no idea what the fuck I was getting into.
So a lack of communication. This is all stemming from a lack of communication.
Lack of communication, lack of knowing, lack of confidence in yourself. Like, yo, like, you know, I experimented in college. I did this. I got a couple new photos out there. I did a sex tape that you know may see someday.
I married an immigrant.
So that's what I'm saying. Oh, well, that happened to me also. Fucking, I'm dating a chick, and then for a year later, I find out she fucking married. You know, it's like, why you didn't tell me that from the beginning? Oh, because it don't mean it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
That's a pretty big deal.
But would you have accepted it though? That's the key factor.
Listen,
Sometimes we don't tell somebody the truth because we feel like you won't be able to accept it.
But
it's part of who you are as a person.
It is part of who you are.
Everything you do in your life adds up to who you are.
It don't change who you are though.
It doesn't.
Like the same person she was a year ago,
it's gonna be the same.
Is she the same person? But now now she's a liar or a deceptive motherfucker because she didn't tell me that. Because she didn't think I could handle it. So what you think I'm not compassionate? Like what you think I'm like some type of motherfucking like you know what I'm saying? Like now I got 1,500 questions. What else you hiding from me? Right? Oh, that ain't no big deal. What else? Oh, you was smoking the first 6 months?
That's your first question you would ask her is what else you have? I would ask, can I get a piece of split?
No, that's the first thing I'm asking. What else? Because people are habitual. People, there's no such thing as one.
Yep.
It's like the whole analogy. Like the first time you run a stop sign,
you're gonna do it again.
Yeah. You get away with it.
Yeah.
The next time you hit a little like California roll. Yeah. And then sometime when you realize that ain't no cop over there, now you just blowing through it. Like you don't give a fuck because you just keep. It's habitual. You know you could get away with a little bit and you get away with a little more. Yeah. Get away with a little more. You do a little more. And that's just humans being creatures of habit. So that if she told me one little lie, I guarantee it's 3 more. She's gonna do it. Yeah. And guess what? As I start digging, I start finding it. And then I'm like, aha.
I got you.
No, I'm fucking mad at myself because it's like, you know, why didn't I notice this? Like why it take me so long to notice these things?
Because you was in love, man.
It's not being in love. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's love, though.
I don't think it's love. Again, in that situation, I think it's, you know, you trying to settle or try to see somebody for you trying to be the good person by going into the relationship with the best of intentions.
Yes.
But then it's like they do some crazy shit, and now you sitting there like, you know,
damn.
So I want to say deceptiveness, lying. That's a deal breaker. You know, if you can't be you, that's a deal breaker. If you into some crazy shit that I'm not into, that's a deal breaker. You know, like I'm a city boy.
You got a lot of deal breakers.
Listen, I'm just being front. Like I'm a city boy. Like I like doing city shit. You know, like I like going out. I like dressing up. You know, I like.
You wouldn't go mudding if your chick wanted to go mudding.
No, I don't like mudding.
You don't like airboat? Go look at gators?
No,
nothing like that.
Nah, I mean, like, if it was, like, a one-time thing, like, you know, whatever. But I'm not trying to go fishing on the weekends. I'm not trying to go mudding.
But if she wants to go fishing.
But she wants to go. Yeah, just do something different.
No.
Whoa.
No.
So you're not being open-minded.
What if she goes on her own?
Then that's fine. No, what I'm saying, but is you see, like that incompatibility is right there. It's like why wouldn't it be in a relationship?
Yeah, you have a point.
You know what I'm saying? You like to do shit that's completely different than me.
Yeah.
So that's cool, but I couldn't vibe with you on a consistent level.
Because
you want to go fishing for your birthday, cool. You want to go camping for a vacation,
yeah,
cool. You want to start doing this shit once a month? Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'll be honest with you. And again, that's where the honesty come out. Like, I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you into that, I'm not into that. Well, I could get into that. Now, I don't need you to change who you are. You not into it, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say with people with a common vibe. You know, you gonna meet somebody that's like, yo, like you like Tory Lanez, me too. Like, let's vibe. You know, you ain't got like all the songs I like, but we can sit there and vibe. Oh, you like this Bryson Tiller, like Tory Lanez, and then you put people on. So it's similar things in your collective group of things you interested in. You know, it's like country and rap. You know, like some people could merge the gap, like Kane Brown and shit like that. Like Kane Brown got a little bit of a swing to it, you know, but it's country. Yeah, but it's like if you go with somebody like straight Garth Brooks and then you more like Snoop Dogg, it's like them two will never be compatible.
Yeah.
You know, could they?
But do you think opposites attract or
no? Hell no.
Whoa.
Ooh.
No.
You don't think?
No. I think people plant that shit in their mind. Like when did you hear opposites attract? Growing up?
I mean,
yeah.
So I think opposites attract for like a bang, like a flash in a pan. It's, you know, it's interesting in a short term period.
I
just
think,
over the long term, I think it wanes.
I think you need yin to your yang, but I don't think I wouldn't call that a complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like a man and a female in a relationship. One of them's obviously the financial person. The other person's the one that needs the help, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. So I'm great at this. You're not great at that. I guess you could call that opposite.
Yes.
Right, we're here. But when we don't like the same things, like it's hard. Like you ever been with a chick and y'all can't decide what movie to watch?
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there like I want to watch like comedies, right? I want to watch like maybe some action, some drama.
Yeah.
But then you find a chick that all she want to do is watch horror movies.
Yeah.
It's like that's cool. Like for Halloween,
point,
but it's like I don't want to go to bed with watching people get slaughtered every night.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I have a vivid imagination. I'll be waking up sweating shit. You know, like I like to wake up and roll over my dick hard to try to have some sex. I don't want to wake up and be like fucking scared, like this somebody gonna try to stab me and shit. Or like I'm like while she's sleeping, I'm fucking snatching pillows off the bed because I think she gonna try to choke me in my sleep by putting one over me. Like we need two pillows, one for you, one for me. These other two pillows, I'm throwing them on the floor.
Yo, for real. So I used to mess with this chick that loved Criminal Minds, and literally we would fall asleep and fuck like to watching Criminal Minds. That shit was creepy as fuck, dude.
I fall asleep to Dateline. Like I can literally have the beats on my ear and listen to Dateline. Something like I'm really into crime. Like something about crime right now. Like,
but that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you into that, and again, chick in the horror movies. There's nothing wrong with her being in the horror movies. Yeah. I'm not into horror movies, so that's me saying that there's a special dude out there for you,
but it's not me.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Jesus.
He might have been wearing a black hoodie in Oklahoma City with some fertilizer.
Oh my God.
20 years ago. But it's a dude out there for you that ain't me.
Yep.
Now you still want to fuck, okay? You know what I'm saying? But the relationship don't take off at that point because it's not interest. Now, if you got a show you like to watch, and I give it a chance, and I'm like, yo, I like this show too, then we vibing.
Yep.
You know, and it's like if you got an open mind, you're willing to try certain things, but it's certain things you already know you don't like. You know, and it's like if I know I don't like it, I don't like it. Like I never liked mudding. Like I like clean trucks. I like clean cars. I don't pigs roll in mud. I don't know why the fuck I would want to take my truck or my car and go roll it in mud. Now
it's not roll it in mud. It's go into this mud pit,
a mud pit,
and try not to get stuck.
Man. No, whatever. Like that's dumb. Now you again. I
agree, but
and that's in my eyes. That's in my eyes. But. So in my retrospect, like I would say, like
it's a shame because that's your key demographic right there.
I'll go four wheeling, like four wheeling. I can do four wheeling, which seems like fun.
It's fun.
Now, if you go four wheeling in the mud or whatever, that's different.
Yeah,
right. You want to go, and again, that's not something I do every day. You know, but I go four wheeling, or I go ride a dirt bike or something in the mud. Like I'll play football in the mud. You know, if it was raining. Yeah. But I'm not gonna start a football game in the mud. Like it'd be like, yo, we losing, but I ain't walking off this field no loser. Like I don't give a fuck if it's raining. We going for it on 4th and 10.
Okay.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you don't expect the chick always to be in the sports. You know, you don't expect. Never. You know, chicks shouldn't expect you to be into like certain like girly things. Yeah. You know, so. Again, like there's certain opposites, I guess but like if you just completely different people with different mindsets, like you could like different things, but like I don't think opposites attract like that. I think people think that because they go through so many horrible relationships that they be like, I want to try something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, oh, I never do this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that'd be like my ex. Like you never see me with a chick as tall as me, skinny as hell, you know, and it's like, yo, that's not you. Like I'm trying as something different.
On the last podcast, it's the big titty bitches.
It's you know, but it's just like that. Like again, like I don't like chicks who smoke. You want to smoke weed? Cool, yeah. I'm cool with it. Yeah. Like when I get super drunk, maybe I want to light up a Black and Mild. So Black and Mild weed every now and then, okay. But you smoke cigarettes.
We used to smoke Black and Milds every Saturday when we went out drinking into the club.
But again, it was part of the ritual. But we was always super drunk. Every Saturday we were super drunk, but we were super drunk.
Because even now, chicks that I know that I get like I party with, and like sometimes I'll get drunk and it'll be all like, "Yeah, let me get a cigarette." Like, you smoke? I do when I'm drunk. And they look at me weird as shit.
Yeah, but, you know, like I couldn't get down with a cigarette. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't do it.
That's a deal breaker for me too. Smoking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I always got made fun of in school. They used to call me ashtray because they used to smoke. They used to smoke in the house. Yeah, and the teacher one day, like a chimney. The teacher pointed me out one day. Was like, who been smoking? Yeah. And of course it was me, right? The one white kid in the class smelled like, and you know, it's
everybody else come and smoke like Black and Mild.
But you go to school with all these black kids, and I hate to use the stereotype, but not one of them smelled like a Newport. No. It was just me, right? Because everybody else not. That's why, like, if you look at my house, like you know, you think it's like vain that I got like 15 different colognes. Yeah. Right. And I got the matching deodorants for them, and it's like, oh man, like I was made fun of for smelling as a kid. So now it's a thing where, you know, I don't want to smell. Yeah. You know, like I don't think I need to put on $80 cologne when I'm going to work. Yeah. You know, I've sprayed on some Max body spray. I don't smell. You know, like I'm not like that. You know, we got a bougie dude like that. Yeah. He got to smell like $80 cologne when he at work. You know, so
at your work?
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but also it, you know, we keep
okay. Go ahead.
So anyway, I don't know. Does that answer the question? Like it does. All right.
In my head, I'm like, trying to put myself in this dude's shoes. And I'm trying to play out this fantasy of like.
So in tradition of episode 7s, we going. I guess this one's going a little longer.
All right, Dr. G.
Good episode, man. Good episode. I like this, man.
So, I mean, what we at?
125.
Damn.
We ran long.
That's not bad. I mean, they bitches were complaining that the last one was 78 minutes. I was like, because we actually had content to talk about. Yeah. You know, like when we cut it at 50 minutes, you know, it was a fucking boring week.
Hey, man, like, COVID made it hard some of those weeks, man.
Yeah. Like COVID. Fuck COVID. COVID's still going on. Y'all gonna get a COVID vaccine?
Nope. Are you?
I wasn't gonna get the vaccine, and then I was like, well, if they start coming out with, because I already got the antibodies, right? Okay. So I wasn't gonna get the vaccine, but then like all these variants started coming out, so I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but one's like, you see, like the thing about the vaccines, I feel like they was rushed. So like I don't know what the true side effect of it is going to be down the road.
I will talk to you about the alleged connection between polio and AIDS after the podcast.
Yeah. You be saying some dumb shit and then people be fact checking you. Like you like my aunt. Like my aunt be listening to the podcast.
You have to have a fact check.
And she was like, you need to tell Andre that he need to get his facts right about AIDS. Because I guess she was talking about some like lab monkey or some shit in like one of the earlier episodes.
And she was that's like, why I said allegedly.
And she was like, he needed to fucking do some Google research. And then she be getting on my ass. She'd be like, y'all motherfuckers be out in the club and doing stuff, and y'all don't be wearing no mask. I'm like, how you know I don't wear a mask? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wear a mask where it's required. I mean, granted, like for her, she can't get sick because of the, the whole,
situation,
weakened immunity system. So it's like, we out there doing right. I know you listening. we was in Publix earlier. I had a mask on. Yeah. Like future mask on. No, fuck it, mask off. Like there ain't no fucking mask off. Like mask is on. All right.
Did that song come out in 2020 or did it come out?
I think it came out
like 2018, 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, he was ahead of his time.
He was, man.
He was, bro.
Like, I mean, I just fucked your girl in some Gucci flip flops. Like, I ain't got Gucci flip flops, but if I did, y'all better cuff them tight. Because the minute I come up strutting up in some Gucci flip flops, y'all motherfuckers already know. Like, wait. You call, yo, where you was last night? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I seen that baby powder on your left ass cheek. I know what was going on.
Baby.
You out here fucking this dude powder. Don't even lie to me. I seen that shit on OnlyFans.
Oh man, that's terrible.
So but I'm gracious for the vibe that we getting. So people is out there. They vibing with us. They riding. We at 1,200. I'm running the episode long, so I can cut it up into 2. I know you sitting there like trying to do the wrap it up box, but and you the analytical guy, right?
Yeah.
So you always like, oh well, we can't do this. If you get somebody to listen to a 90-minute podcast at this point, it's gonna be hard.
Joe Rogan does like 3 hours.
Yeah,
4 hours.
But if we run it another 20 minutes, then I can put out a 2-parter. Yeah. Bonus content for Ghost second episode. Guess what? Y'all got 2. Yep. Ooh, in your face, part A and part B, bitches.
2 parts.
Right?
Okay.
Right? No?
Well, we'll talk about it after the podcast.
We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it now. Why you don't want to talk about it now? You don't want to give these people insight into your brain?
No, I don't.
All right, whatever.
Not into how the sausage is made.
That's some shit.
How was the sausage made?
You don't want to know.
The sausage is out there. Let me just go through the docket, make sure we didn't forget anything.
All right.
Oh shit. So can we please just talk about this real quick?
All right, last topic.
All right, yeah. Well, the one I want to just say something about. No, I'll save that for the next one. Gorilla Glue chick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How come every time somebody asks me for Gorilla Glue now? like I had a guy. He was like, "Hey, where's the Gorilla Glue?" I'm like, bro, don't put it in your hair, please.
Do you think eventually there's gonna be a stop sale?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like you can see with the Gorilla Glue shit,
it's got clear warnings on it not to get it on your skin and stuff.
It does?
Yeah, so they tell you. I mean, granted, who the fuck sprays glue in their hair like that?
You?
No. Like I use hairspray. It literally says hairspray. Like that Gorilla Glue heavy duty adhesive.
You used to use that super.
Well, I still use it. It's got to be glued. I use the same yellow can shit that she uses. Mm-hmm. Right? I get the little spikes going. I do what I got to do, and then I move on. But that's it. Like I don't know. Did you see the Saturday Night Live skit that they did?
No.
So all right. So we're gonna save Gorilla Glue for. I want you to watch the skit because
we'll open with that next. On the
we're gonna open with Gorilla Glue and the other thing next.
Right.
So I'm stretching this enough. I'm gonna still chop it into part A and part B. Y'all gonna have to listen to 2 of them. So, but anyway, like I said, huge traction with the podcast so far. We're going on the 2nd month in a row that we hit over 200 streams. So we feeling the love.
People out there.
But the thing is that people ain't listening to the back catalog. Like y'all listen to all the new shit, but y'all ain't listening to the shit that got us here. So
that's
like
some good content, man.
Like I'm asking anybody that out there that's listening, right? And I ask y'all for shit all the time, and y'all never do anything. So I guess this is gonna be my ending PSA with all y'all listeners out there. 1, right? I done put all the money into this podcast to try and make it as best as I could. All right. So please, if you enjoy it, follow on Instagram, right? Follow on Twitter. I don't have but 1 Twitter follower, 1 Twitter follower. I only got 1. I mean,
consistently had 3 hosts.
Yeah, right. Like it's 3 people on the podcast at any given time. I got 1 Twitter follower, and that's the dude from Chain Link Media. Shout out to that Indie Life podcast. All them boys over there in Atlanta doing their thing, showing love. You know, like I know we getting some love out of Ohio, we getting some love out of Orlando, we getting some love out of Atlanta. You know, Hialeah Gardens that got us down. You know, so I know we got some faithful listeners out there, and I appreciate y'all. Dude in France, you know, I've been telling you, you know, hit me up. Please follow us on Instagram. I'm gonna start doing pre-show IG lives, right? So we're going to come on about 15, 20 minutes before podcast. We're going to go on IG live and just kind of clown with y'all, interact with the crowd. If y'all got topics to feed us, you know, maybe we'll hit your topic out on the podcast. So please, if you haven't followed me already, follow us on Instagram at BP_2dab. BP_2, dab. DAB. All right. Also, video
your Twitter following just doubled in the time of recording.
Thank you.
Did he start following?
Thank you. Right, podcast here. Merchandise is available. If you want a 2dab shirt, if you want a 2dab snapback, they are available. But you got to DM me at BP_2dab on Instagram. That's the main platform. You can go to 2dabcrew.com to get everything crew related. That's going to give you latest episodes, how to contact us. Somebody was asking, how can I comment on the show? Right? You could go subscribe. You could go on the website. They got a comment section. That should go right to the email. DM me on Instagram. If you got anything you want me to hit on, you got any comments, you want to send me a death threat.
On Clubhouse.
Death threat, whatever. I'm on Clubhouse. You know, again, BP_2dab, 2dab crew. If you Google 2dab crew, it pops out with all the podcast platforms, the website, all that shit comes out. Like all you gotta do is do a little Google search. Y'all Googling fucking OnlyFans and dick pics. Y'all could Google a little motherfucking podcast, show some love. You know? But we trying to bring y'all content y'all want to hear. Right? So again, like I appreciate the topics we get, and again, sometimes we give you too much of a male aspect, or hey, you know, we need a female. And if there's females out there that want to be on the podcast, you know, DM me. Hey, what's up? Let me get on the podcast. Right?
Yeah.
Like there's so much content out there that y'all have no idea about because nobody DMs me.
Yeah.
You know, so if you like the podcast, great. Tell a friend. Hey, check out this podcast. Share a link. You know, get somebody else to listen to it. Hey, you know, hey, I got a friend that needs some advice. DM us. We'll put it on the podcast. You know, just please, you know, support, show love, show hate. I could give less of a fuck. What you show something, but just don't show your titties on OnlyFans. Wait, or do show your titties. No, don't show your titties on OnlyFans because one day you're going to meet a dude. He ain't going to be able to handle it because I know I can't. So, again, a couple shout outs. You know, for me, I'll obviously always Elite Photos.
Yeah.
You know, always got our back. Push my shit in Mississippi, my man, please. Chain Link Media up in Atlanta. You know, we got some stuff coming out with them soon. That Indie Life podcast, please check it out. You can check out Terry's. He got a series coming out called Flesh. Check that out on Instagram too. So, you know, I definitely want to show love to our extended family in Atlanta. You know, our family in Orlando, everybody that I know is listening to the podcast on a regular basis. I appreciate you. You know, anybody that's ever given me feedback on the podcast, I appreciate you. Everybody who told me I like big titties on the back of my neck, I appreciate you. You know, you, and you. Like, if I had panties to throw at all y'all, I would, because I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate Dr. Ghost. It's gonna be Dr. G. I'm gonna go with Dr. G.
Dr. G, whatever.
Dr. G, I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
We're a therapist, but what I didn't give Ghost a chance to do last time, again, because you know we still get the habit of followers. If you got any shout outs or thank yous you want to give, because we kind of just rushed you into the podcast, you know, and did it. But if you got any shout outs you want to give out,
I want to thank my management group, 311. I want to thank the people that's backing me, called the Maslon's Way. Again, they have a YouTube out there called the Maslon's Way. 311. Thanks for all the support.
I'm not even gonna ask you because you just started following this shit on Twitter.
That's fine. You know me. I ain't on social media. I'm on those dating apps, but I'm not on social media.
Listen, I'm telling you, and this is the last thing.
It's pretty weird.
This is the last thing I'm gonna end it with is OnlyFans coming soon. I'm gonna do that shit like Bella Thorne. I'm gonna start flashing sex and all this other shit, and then it ain't gonna be no nudes. I ain't posting no nudes, but I might post some shirtless pics. You know,
keep working on it.
Yeah. So with that, again, thank you everybody. It's a long episode. Again, chopped into 2. So y'all getting double trouble this week. Last week of February, y'all gonna get 2 because we love y'all, right?
Nice.
February, the month of love.
Month of love, man.
We love y'all.
All right.
And I bet a lot of y'all ain't getting no love on Valentine's Day because y'all some suckers. And we gonna hit y'all with a peace.
Peace.